Welcome to Making an Impact, your weekly Impact Wrestling review / recap show. I am your host, The Stooge. As always, I'm joined by the first male of professional wrestling podcasting, G-Banks.
Howdy, 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 everyone. How's it going? Did you like that?
You did a tune.
Yeah, did you like it?
You did your own entrance music.
It was mad, wasn't it?
That was good.
Yeah,
that was good.
Maybe you can record it later, and then every time you announce me, we'll just play that over.
Probably not,
Yeah,
but okay.
alright, whatever.
All right. So we're talking about the episode of Impact that aired on the 25th of May, 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Let's kick it off. We started with Bruce Pritchard.
Boo, boo, fuck Bruce, boo. I hated him since day one, boo.
Absolutely not true, but on his way to the ring with Tyrus.
Woo, I like Tyrus.
I like Tyrus too. Okay, I can live with that.
Yeah. What's Tyrus doing with him though?
Tyrus is Bruce's hired bodyguard for now.
Okay.
And he's wearing a pastel green golf shirt of some description.
I like it very much.
Oh, I dug it.
Mm-hmm.
I dug it.
Same.
It kind of very much reminded me of when Chavo Guerrero became Kerwin White.
Kerwin White, yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
That was great. So, he says EC3 is going to be dealt with eventually after striking him last week. He invites Bobby Lashley to the ring. Lashley asks, "Who am I facing at Slammiversary?" and gets interrupted by EC3, who proceeds to get interrupted by Magnus, who proceeds to get interrupted by James Storm. Braun nearly breaks out.
None of these people have no manners, don't they? Just interrupting each other.
Yeah, they are kind of cutting people off.
Yeah, very rude.
Well, we know...
I let people speak and everything, you know what I mean? I don't just cut people off.
Never.
Never in my whole life have I ever done that.
It hasn't happened once.
Anyway, continue.
So we know tonight's main event is going to be a 3-way number one contenders match to the Impact World title, featuring Magnus, Storm, and EC3. Bruce Pritchard decides to make it a no DQ match because he's had enough.
I don't know what Bruce Pritchard's doing, or, calling out, saying that he's making all these matches. What position does he have to do that? He's
the booker authority dude, head of creative guy.
No, has no say in anything.
Okay. Anyway.
And we don't even need that match anyway, because well-deservedly, EC3 should take it.
Well, we'll see what happens when we get there. But in the meantime, this is a great way to start the show. A lot of high energy, kind of leading us to our main event.
I was hyped up.
Yeah, I was
pissed off at Bruce.
You were pissed off at Bruce. And my favourite part was just Lashley smiling at them while they're all breaking down, and Lashley's like, "You're idiots."
Yeah,
that was great. That was great. So next up, I know it's probably your favourite segment of the show. KM.
Woo!
With his tag team partner, Congo Kong.
Woo! The family.
They were flanked by Sienna.
Hey. Queen
Sienna and Laurel Van Ness.
Princess.
You can do it. Versus Mahabali Shera.
Boo.
With his tag team partner, Braxton Starter.
Even a bigger boo.
With his wife, Ali. She's hot.
Yeah, I'll give her that. She
had a ring gear on.
Yeah, that's why I'm not booing.
Yeah. So, I actually really enjoyed this match, I have to say, because there was a fun story going into it.
I'm always going to enjoy my match when I see the family.
Yeah, look, Laurel's great. Laurel is so fun to watch. She has just committed.
Fun. I see a broken girl, dude. I see a girl that's looking for someone to reach out for her. I feel sorry for her.
Someone did. Congo Kong.
Gotta love that, man.
They're a cute unit.
Yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't eaten her yet.
Yeah, so am I. KM with Sienna was
really
great as
her.
well. I really enjoy KM with Sienna. I think they're a fun pairing as well. The match itself. Look, there's limits to what these people are going to do because this storyline's continuing on. But within the confines of what we saw, Congo Kong is really impressive. He can move for a guy his size. That's impressive what he does.
You can't put him on his ass.
Yeah, he hasn't gone down once yet.
It's unstoppable. I've actually seen him in real life. You can't stop him.
Well, you had Mahabali Shera.
I saw him once stand in front of the middle of a train just to stop it. To grab a piece of candy. That was on the floor.
Okay. That happened.
And you know why he grabbed that piece of candy?
Why?
Because he didn't like the colour of it, so he threw it in the bin.
What?
Yeah, that's the type of guy Congo Kong is, man.
None of that makes sense.
Yeah, he stopped the train with his bare body to pick up some candy that was on the train tracks and then threw it in the bin because he didn't like the colour.
Okay. That probably happened. Yeah, again, this was fun. The selling spot was Mahabali Shera trying to pick up Congo Kong. Can't do it. It's the Andre the Giant Hulk
Yeah.
Hogan moment. They're building towards that. I'm sure we're going to see that at SummerSlam or, Slammiversary or maybe one of the matches in India.
Mm.
He might pick him up and do the Hulk
Trust me, it
Hogan
won't
slam.
happen. Can't get that guy off.
Oh, it'll happen. The ending was a headbutt from Congo from the outside. KM rolls up Shearer for the 1-2-3. They brawl up the ramp, Congo Kong, KM, Mahabali Shearer, and Braxton, which leaves Ali alone in the ring. Laurel and Sienna jump Ali, start beating her down.
So they should.
And surprisingly, to her rescue comes Rosemary.
What the hell was she doing? Why was Rosemary sticking her nose in business?
No one knows. Ali didn't even know. She looked confused. Why is this woman saving me?
Why?
She hits the mist on Sienna, red wedding on Laurel, and then kind of stares at Ali before wandering off. Her new makeup is really good as well.
I can't believe what
that skeleton makeup.
I can't believe what she did to royalty.
Yeah, she hammered them.
Yeah, I
It
can't
was
believe it.
awesome.
I'm
It
a
was
bit
awesome.
upset by Rosemary and her actions, but we'll see if she can justify herself next week.
Great. I really enjoyed that. And keep in mind, she still is the TNA women's title holder. So she is the Knockouts champion. Something's going to happen there.
We'll see.
Next up, we had a tag team tournament match as part of the Global Force Tag Team Tournament. It was Fala Bar and Mario Baraka versus the Veterans of War. So
Val.
Val, yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, We're Not From Here versus Team America.
I'll give you that one. That was funny.
You like that?
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
The highlights of this match were the crowd chanting USA.
That was a highlight.
Well, not much else happened because Fala Bar is terrible, dude.
What, the big sumo guy?
His strikes are terrible. His falls are terrible. He's just a big dude. Like, his palm strikes are so bad. They're so bad. This is like diva quality punching back in the crappy WWE diva days. Like, he is just horrendous, man. He takes himself out of the match. Like, that's
And he was supposed to be the big guy too.
yeah. Oh, it was bad. Veterans of War win with their variation Magic Killer. Whatever they call it, the WMD or
Yeah.
some other stupid acronym.
Something America.
America, fuck yeah.
Dun,
That's all I get out of these matches, dude.
that or I'm a real American.
Yeah.
Dun, dun.
You're waiting for Hogan to rip his shirt off.
Every time.
Again, we've said this before, it's because we're Aussie, we just don't get the whole America thing. I like Crimson. Or Mayweather, whatever he's called now. He's Crimson, dude. He's awesome. He was great. I always had this dude's going to have something soon. And they just never used him properly, and he fell by the wayside and disappeared. And now he's just being repackaged as America.
Fuck yeah. With Off-White Batista.
Yeah, with Off-White Batista, which we will mention again later on in the shout-outs at the end of the show this time.
Oh, we're doing end of the show.
And we got to mix it up, because you're going to have to listen to figure out where it is each time.
Okay, fair enough.
Next up, we had Josh Matthews coming to the ring.
Woo! Josh.
So,
Team GOAT.
No.
Why?
No.
Okay, you're lost then.
So he calls JB to the ring and starts apologizing for his actions. JB's almost buying into it, about to shake his hand, until Joseph Park comes out and says, "Don't do it. He's lying. It's a setup."
Why are you still calling him Joseph Parks?
He's awesome. And so very quickly Josh shows his true colors and goes, "Of course. I hate you both, or I don't even know what you are," to Joseph Park, which was a great line.
Mm-hmm.
Just great.
My boy Josh killing that as always.
They're about to start. The bell rings. It's Joseph Park versus Josh Matthews, until his tag team partner from Slammiversary is finally revealed. Big Papa Pump!
I know the rest.
Yeah, it's just a police siren with a beat behind it.
Yeah, with some sort of beat.
That's what his music has always been.
Yeah, I know.
Because you can't
Yeah.
copyright a police siren.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So WWE can't copyright his music. No one can.
No one can. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that's right. Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner.
Is back in the building, looking
Yeah,
Pretty much the same as he
Look
did
pretty-
like 20 years ago.
Yeah. yeah. He looks like he enjoys injections of steroids. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's very much.
That's just what I'm saying.
No, no.
I don't know if that's true. I'm just saying that he looks like the type of guy that may enjoy something
The
like
guy
that.
works out. Leave him alone.
He does. He does.
With needles.
Those boxes of steroids that he orders are heavy. He chases Joseph Parks around. He chases JB around. It leads to a spot where Josh gets a low blow on Joseph. And that leads to the worst looking Steiner recliner ever on Joseph Parks. It was just horrible.
It was a pretty bad Steiner recliner, but you know,
was
it's a
just-
bit of a taste of their own medicine.
It was. Why hire him? That's a taste of your own medicine, Impact Wrestling. That's what you get when you hire Big
Yeah.
Papa Pump. What the hell? I like Big Papa Pump. My favorite part was Little Petey Pump when he had Petey
Yeah,
Williams as
Petey
his son. It was
Williams.
great. And the Steiner brothers when he looked like a human being. That was great. You know, he's never been bad, but god damn, that was just horrid, dude. It was horrid. Please, somebody like pull him backstage and be like, dude, don't take the piss.
Oh,
And
God.
poor fucking Joseph Park had to sell so bad for
Yeah,
that
it's
too.
like, you're not hurting me, actually. What are you
Yeah.
doing?
And pretend to choke himself.
Yeah.
Oh, it was bad. We had Drake backstage. He was about to cut a promo with Interview Bot. And Moose is being held back by about 8 security and still interrupts.
Why do you interrupt in the first place?
Eli lulls him into a challenge next week for the Grand Championship. Moose accepts and immediately gets jumped by Eli and Chris Adonis.
I wouldn't say jumped. He got, like, Chris Donis was just helping Eli.
Yeah, but Eli hits him from the front. Chris Adonis hits him from the back. Dude, that's a jumping.
No, but they were helping each other because, like, you know, Moose is a big dude.
Yeah.
Like-
Wait, you're trying to... Wait, I thought you were kidding. You're trying to justify this. They jumped him.
No, they didn't.
That's the very... Somebody distracts you while somebody else hits you from the behind.
That wasn't a distraction. I saw poor Eli Drake cowering in the corner and Adonis coming helping him.
Anyone listening to this, watch the segment yourself and see what you get out of it.
Yeah, because you're going to get out what I saw.
Idiot. Next up, we had a mixed tag match with Davey Richards and Angelina Love, the grossest couple in wrestling, versus Eddie Edwards and Wifey.
Oh, God.
They are, dude.
They're so gross. Like,
He even motorboats her.
yeah,
Before,
I don't know
like,
why. he
Come
does.
on.
Like, I'd rather see Braxton start a motorboat alley instead of that.
But it's not even comedy motorboating. It's like really hard, vicious motorboating, like, ew. You know,
Yeah, no, there's no
it doesn't-
chub. There's no chub coming from down there.
No,
Let's
no,
just
but
put it
not
that
only are we not enjoying it, it doesn't look like they enjoy
it either, yeah.
But they're pretending to
At least
enjoy
they
it.
dropped the whole blood spit in the mouth thing.
Yeah.
That was disgusting.
But dude, it's just they're so gross.
But hey, if you know my buddy backstabbed me, I'd be like that too. So you got to excuse it.
Yeah. Well, look, this match looked promising with Eddie and Wifey at the ramp because she takes off her jacket. She's wearing great ring gear. They look like wrestlers. Like this looks like it's going to happen. Until Wifey gets close enough to Angelina Love, and then all of a sudden she's turning her face away and doing the like 4-year-old slap fight thing.
Looks like a YouTube fight
Yeah.
when like two girls go at it, but they don't know how to fight, so they're just sitting there pulling each other's hair and like looking the other way and just swinging at each other. And all you hear is just like 50 people going, ah! That's what happened.
I just felt so bad for Angelina Love. This is a 6-time women's champion that had to sell for her.
This is a wrestler that's first people like, you know, Gail Kim, Awesome Kong, you know, just like, you know, name big names like that. But, you know, she has to job out to someone's wife.
Yeah. Alyssa Edwards has to be so grateful that Angelina Love is her actual friend in real life.
Yeah.
Like, there was something else I noticed as well. I can tell that, like, Davey and Eddie, they've clearly been friends for a long time. They were the Wolves tag team for a long time. They've actually known each other in real life for a long time. They're really good friends and so forth. And one of the things that they're friends are, I think that why they became friends is because they've very much both got a type in women. Mm-hmm. Washed out ex-porn star look.
Oh god, you're on fire tonight. I'll give you that.
I am. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like, I don't know
I
what's going
never laugh
on.
at your jokes too.
Yeah.
I can tell you this right now, folks. I don't laugh at your jokes, but he's
I
on
think it's
fire
because I
tonight.
stopped taking the painkillers. Like, my brain's actually working.
Yeah.
So wifey gets the pin on a roll up after Angelina Love misses a pump kick. The actual roll up looked really good, I have to admit.
That was probably the most professional roll up I've seen in a while.
And there was a cross body spot that kind of ended up just being her jumping off the top. She didn't really cross anything.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't bad.
It was
Like,
alright.
she jumped a fair distance. It's
It
a
was
fairly big
mediocre.
spot, yeah.
I can do better.
Actually, you probably can. So Davey and Angelina then proceeded to beat down on Eddie and Wifey. They handcuffed Eddie to the ropes, pulled out a table, and Wifey took a massive power bomb from the top rope through that table. That was like it. I think Angelina put a little bit extra on that, like because it's her first table bump, to be like, this is how the worst it can be.
Yeah.
Like, so.
Welcome to wrestling.
Yeah. It's almost like a thing in Impact when somebody new comes to the roster, they got to take a table bump. Used to be Team 3D that had put them through it, or Abyss that have to do a hardcore match with Abyss, which the Pope had to do when he came. Like, everybody seems to have to go through these rites of passage when you come to Impact. You got to take at least one big bump in your first couple of matches, and it's like, all right, you can hang out.
Yeah, you can stay. You can chill. Well, it's only the best of the best at Impact.
Yeah,
Okay?
very true. In the end, look, the match.
Well, no John Cena, so. But that's happening.
It's not happening.
Trust me.
John Cena's never coming to Impact.
Don't worry, my people are onto it.
Okay. All in all, like, okay, the match wasn't great. Obviously, Davey and Eddie, whenever they were wrestling, was fine. Angelina did her best to sell for Wifey as much as possible. It wasn't terrible. It just wasn't great. But the actual storyline progression was good. In the end, with Davey holding Eddie by the hair, making him watch his wife get put through a table and so
yeah.
forth. Storyline progression was good. So I didn't mind this in the end, but there was just bits of it that it's like, oh, just come on. Somebody needs to...
Davey's smart, you know why? Because he brings a handcuff with him every time he wrestles.
Yeah, I think that's just in case him and Angelina have some spare time backstage.
Ah, okay.
They just happen to be there.
I thought it was for the wrestling.
This sounds bad, but Alicia Edwards needs to be punched in the face. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean it so she just gets used to taking hits. So she stops protecting her face. Like, I think Angelina Love literally needs to just go like, listen.
Well, she did it.
Yeah,
remember?
When she
the first time she was there, she kind of, I think that's what fucked her.
Yeah.
So please don't ever do that to me again.
But no, I honestly think somebody needs to be like, look, I'm going to give you one black eye because that's the worst it's ever going to be. You're never going to get hit that hard in the ring again. No one's ever going to take advantage of you like that. Like, this is the most it will ever hurt. And then that way, like, she wants to be a wrestler. Like, she actually does. That's awesome. And she has been training, and you can see her progression over the weeks as well. She has actually gotten a lot better. But that way, I think she'd just stop doing that thing where she moves her head out of the way. It's like, just take the bump.
You know, for the common folk, it's natural instinct to turn your head.
Yeah.
But for us professional wrestlers like myself and other people, you know, it takes time. You'll learn it. It becomes like, second nature.
You're...
What?
No, okay.
What?
All right, I'm not even going to... Rockstar Spud was next. He did a promo saying that he needs one more week to recover. He saw a real doctor in the UK, and they told him he still needs another week, unlike those untrustworthy American doctors.
Which is true. Those American doctors are untrustworthy.
And he'll be back next week to take his revenge on Swoggle. But unfortunately, his mum interrupts his promo, and he starts yelling, "Mom! K-Fab name! I'm doing a promo!"
When a mum's gonna learn not to,
Oh,
ruin
Rockstar's
promos.
Spud's so much fun, dude. He's so much fun.
Yeah, he is pretty
Come on,
funny.
those black and white backstage promos the past couple of weeks have been one of the highlights of the show.
They have
They've
been kind of
so
funny.
good.
Overdone, but funny.
Yeah, that's the point, though. It's so overproduced with the sad music, and him like, I didn't mean to pull his pants down. And it's like a full sad little mini movie. It's great. It's great. I'd love to see like a supercut of all of them together, like an actual little movie.
Yeah. But again, I'd rather see men wrestle instead of kids.
Oh, look, they are little guys, but Rockstar Spud is also an X Division champion. He's also a champion.
X Division's that champion. Pfft, that's nothing. Come on. Name a real title. What?
Dude. All right, next up, we had our main event and the final match of the evening. It's the number one contenders match for the World Heavyweight title, the Impact Wrestling, the real World Heavyweight title.
The one that's relevant.
It's Magnus versus EC3 versus James Storm. Before we get to the match itself, let's quickly cover off that, yes, Magnus's only fan was there. Grandma was in the front row. And
wait, do we have a name for her?
Yeah, Magnus's only fan.
No, but we had a name for her. I'm pretty sure we called her something.
What?
I can't remember now, but I'm just trying to think. Like, did we call her a name? Or?
No, Grandma Magnus.
I'll think of a better name by the end of the show.
Right. Also, Hot Black Plant was back.
Oh, I love Hot Black Plant.
Oh, she's so gorgeous.
She's always been there.
Yeah.
Hit me up if you ever want to, like, just sit down and talk about wrestling.
With an Aussie.
Yeah.
G-Banks is up for it.
Yeah, I'm more than up for it. Just hit me up for the show, email him, and then he'll probably tell me.
She's always in that, like...
Left corner.
Left
from we watched it on the TV.
From the hard cam, the front left-hand corner, just by the ringside.
Does anyone know any more information about
Please let us know. Like,
it's not for me, it's just for a friend.
We know there was a conspiracy theory about her being a plant, but our theory is that she's either someone's girlfriend, one of the wrestlers, or one of the backstage crew, and she's there for the 4 days of shooting because her partner's there, and somebody saw her backstage and was like, no, love, you go to the front. You stand out the front now. Right here, right where the hard cam will pick you up constantly. Let's put you right there.
I still wanted to hit me up, though.
So this match was a triple threat, no disqualification match. This is great. These three guys are world-class professionals.
I wouldn't say all three, but anyway.
You're right, Magnus did hold the Global Force title for a year. That does knock him down a little bit. I like the fact that the heels teamed up, for stretches of it, and then their partnership fell apart when miscommunication. It's the typical old wrestling psychology, and I like seeing that. It reminds me of, when psychology was important in wrestling. They really played a big part in this match of James Storm trying to overcome the odds of two people who were trying to beat him down. Some always great spots from these guys. I really enjoyed some of the counters, some of the hits, some of even some of the kickouts were great. Storm kicked out at like 2.99999 at one point.
You can thank Kurt Angle for that.
Yeah, it was great. The kendo stick
breaking,
like everyone took a few shots until it broke to pieces on EC3's back from Magnus. There was so much happening in this match, and this was good because this is the way a triple threat match should work, right? So you have two people highlight, one person out of the way, one person comes in, three-way spot, two people highlight, someone gets out of the way,
and rinse and repeat.
When it's done right, you don't even notice. And it was done right. Like, they did
Actually, you're right. I didn't even notice how that match was. And exactly that's how the match
this is how a triple threat match should work. There was some great... a spot where Magnus got the nut shot with a garbage bin between the legs and a kendo stick hitting it. And Grandma in the front row was just so upset.
So, people so bad for her.
It was great.
She'll never ever see Magnus win. Poor thing.
It's great. She's so cool. I love Grandma Magnus fan. The only Magnus fan in the world. So in the end, we had a whole lot of near falls. Everyone got sort of one of their finishes in.
Yeah.
EC3 actually steals the win.
Steals?
Just let me finish the sentence. From James Storm, after kicking him in the back once Storm had pretty much had Magnus ready for the pin, gets a knee to the center of the back, which sends him flying out of the ring, and EC3, 1, 2, 3, is now the number one contender for the TNA World Heavyweight title.
Let me just go back there, peg that back a few seconds. I didn't like how you used the word steal there.
Steal?
He didn't steal, okay? He was tactically waiting. You wouldn't know that because you haven't wrestled or anything.
Tactically waiting.
He was tactically waiting for the right moment to pounce. And he did it perfectly and got the win.
You're right. He waited for the right moment after James Storm had done all the work to steal the win from him.
No, he tactically waited. It's a thing. It's called TW. Everyone knows about it.
TW?
Yeah, tactically wait.
That's not a thing.
It is definitely a thing.
It's
Ask all the
not a
wrestling
thing.
fans, dude. Look, I guarantee one of our fans will know what TW is.
If you know what TW is, comment.
Yes, please comment, because everyone knows what tactical waiting is. And the old stooge over here just, I think time's getting to him. He doesn't know what it is.
Okay. Before we get to a wrap-up of our show, since you did mention our fans, we should do a quick shout-out for everybody that comments on the show, be it on YouTube or Reddit.
Was not G-Banks a commenter?
No, not G-Banks was not a commenter, because he doesn't exist.
Nope, don't trust him.
Alright, so first off the bat, long comment guy, or better known as Smart Guy 297
The smart
on
guy
Reddit.
that can't even smell smart, right?
It's a Simpsons reference, you fool.
No.
Well, he agreed with you.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I really like him now.
So thank you, Smart Guy 297, as always.
Now I know how he's smart, am I right?
No, you are not. Put the fist down. You're not getting a fist bump. You're not right. As always, Danny. Thank you so much for commenting.
Danny, with an I or a Y?
Danny with a Y, and
okay. That's his nickname. We're going to call him now. Danny with a Y.
he agreed with you about EC3.
Yeah.
My man is whipping the tar out of everyone.
Yo, what? Look, all these people loving me.
Next up, we had Average Boy.
Average Boy, still there.
Still there, still commenting every week.
How's he doing?
He's doing good. He says his girlfriend only knows Garza Jr. as that guy that rips his pants off.
Tell his girlfriend that he should be known as the less American that rips his pants off.
Okay. He also said the family.
Hey!
The strongest and most
Thank you for acknowledging the name, because they are called the family.
In WWE and TNA right now. Also, Alessio. Thank you so much. He made the reference that, did you notice that Magnus is having a bit of a problem with the regime? Could he, as he's not the only one complaining, could we maybe see a team between Eli Drake, EC3 and Magnus forming?
I would like to see that. I
wouldn't
wouldn't
mind
mind seeing that.
That'd be pretty cool.
It'd be a great team.
And finally, we had somebody... People, please don't encourage G-Banks.
What?
I'm begging you.
What?
We had somebody else repeating one of your comments from last week's show.
Oh, God. These people... I love you people. This is why I do this every week. For people like this. They love me because they know I'm right.
Well, you
What's his
pronounce
name?
the name then.
Rahim Dakilia.
Not even close.
Beautiful. That's exact. I actually know Rahim.
It's Ramil.
I know Rahim. He's a good mate of mine. How you been, Rahim?
It's Ramil.
What did he say anyway?
It's Ramil Tequila. Said Batista off-white, and he laughed about that.
A good one, isn't it, Rahim?
Dude, you got to get the fans' names right at least, or at least try.
What? I got his name right.
Not even close. So thank you so much for commenting as always. What did you think of this week's episode of Impact Wrestling? Please don't agree with G Banks. Leave some comments on Reddit or YouTube. I will reply because he's a lazy bastard, and we will chat to you. We always like to know what you guys are thinking. So now let's do a very quick wrap up of this episode. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was good. Like, there were some short matches. There was some long matches. So like everything kind of had its place. The tag team tournament match, I could have, whatever. I don't really care. We all know it's going to be Val versus LAX next week. So that was a washout. But I thought the Josh Matthews Big Papa Pump reveal was great.
That was awesome.
That was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, I have to agree with you.
What?
KM, Congo, Sienna, and Laurel were fantastic. Laurel was really good.
Call them the family. Come on.
Okay, the family. Laurel was great. I think she's one of the strongest performers on the show right now. She is hard to not look at.
Look.
Even when she's not in the ring, most of the time, and you, me, and the Knockout were all commenting on what she was doing ringside while the match was going on. Like when Sienna was trying to pull her off the ropes and she's hanging on screaming and shit. It was
A lot can happen to you when you get your heart broken, sir.
We're seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
We're seeing that. I thought the Davey, Angelina, Eddie, Wifey match wasn't the best. It was fine. It wasn't bad. Like, it wasn't a
Look, I've seen worse.
Yeah, definitely.
Much worse with...
We gave it a little bit more shit than it probably deserved, but I like the continuation of the story. I like what's happening with the actual arc itself. Eli and Moose next week.
Mm-hmm.
So up for that.
I'm very looking forward to that.
It's a shame it's a grand championship match.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah. Rockstar Spud back next week. So looking forward to. The only reason I'm not looking forward to Rockstar Spud coming back is because there's going to be no more of these black and white segments. I'm going to miss them, dude. That was so good.
You love them, don't you?
They were great.
Oh, okay.
They were brilliant. They're just fun. People forget sometimes wrestling's supposed to be fun. Like, it's just fun. The dude literally took a midget's pants down. This is the story arc, and the midget broke his arms and legs. Dude, that's just fun. And the two people involved are fully aware of what they're doing. Like, it is brilliant.
Look, as an old school wrestler, like fan like myself, I'm not about the fun. I'm about the seriousness.
Well, speaking of the seriousness, EC3 is seriously the number one contender.
Can't wait.
Is he going to be the EC three-time world champion
I hope
after
so.
Slammiversary?
I hope no. Actually, I don't hope so. I know so.
You know so.
Yeah, I know so.
He's going to take Lashley.
He's going to take Lashley. He's going to take that. As much as I like Lashley and respect the man because he's an all-rounder. EC3 deserves it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Again, I really enjoyed this episode. What do you think?
I liked it too. I really did. It was a good show. Bit of ups and downs, but at the end of the day, at the end result, couldn't ask for a better result.
Yeah, and it's all building towards something. I'm really looking forward to Slammiversary and just seeing Big Papa Pump one more time.
Yeah, Big Papa Pump.
was great.
That was awesome.
That was great. I wonder if he's going to call anyone a fat bastard. Like when he forgot his line with Samoa Joe. I'm going to beat you at the pay-per-view.
So when's this
You're a
India?
fat bastard.
So when's this India thing happening too?
2 weeks as far as taping. So we've got one more taping at the Impact Zone, and then we'll have 4 tapings from India.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then I think it's Slammiversary when they get back.
Okay, fair enough.
So yeah, it's not too long away.
All right. By the way, I have a name for the Magnus fan, the Granny Magnus.
What?
Granny Maggie.
Granny Maggie.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Granny Maggie.
Okay.
Okay. So until next time, I have been your host, The Stooge.
And I'm the one, the only, spectacular G-Banks.
Can you add any more words to that?
I'm still thinking of words. I honestly can't think of any more.
Amazing. Peter Parker. No, I'm just doing Spider-Man titles. now, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, no worries.
All right. Don't forget adventure, excitement. Stooge Craves, not these things.
Welcome to the Stooge Revolution.